We all know narcissists twist reality. And this video is going to look a little bit more in depth at what they do, why they do it, and how you can protect yourself.
Why did you take my light? The darkness will not survive.
Welcome back to the Nurturing Coach channel. First of all, I just want to say I'm so sorry that I've not been around very much lately. I've been really poorly, and so hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm starting to feel a bit better, and so I'll be around a little bit more again. I appreciate you sticking with me though. So this video is looking at how narcissists twist reality, and we can talk about gaslighting, but we're going to look at a slightly different version of that, which is it's more around conditioning. So how they get you to behave in certain ways by them controlling by their own reactions, and that reaction controls how you then react. So I'm going to give you like a really simple example, and I might give some sort of personal examples as well. So really simple example would be they cook you a meal and then say to you, oh, did you like it? And you being honest say, yeah, it was okay, the chicken was a bit dry, but yeah, it was fine, thank you for cooking me it. They can't handle that criticism. They can't handle anything that implies that they're not perfect. And so they take that little bit of feedback, which it wasn't a criticism, you didn't say anything nasty, you were given some feedback, and they will rage at you. They will go off on how you're selfish, how dare you criticize them, how you've done this, that and the other, or they may go silent treatment, completely ignore you, push you away, run away. Because they can't deal with that. They can't deal with anything that seemingly says that they're not the perfect view that they want everyone else to see. They want you to see, and they want to feel. They want to feel like they are perfect, faultless. And so any small criticism is blown completely out of proportion. But what do you learn from that? Well, you learn not to criticise, don't you? You learn never to do that. So next time they cook you a meal and something's not quite right, you say, oh, absolutely, it was wonderful. Thinking that's going to make them happy. And maybe at that moment in time, they go, all right, great. But they then will twist that. In their own head, they will twist that into you saying that they're a brilliant cook, for example, and that you want them to cook every meal, or then they'll twist that into you made them cook every meal, and they just distort one very small comment into this whole different reality, because they have to always play the hero or the victim. So another example from personal experience is maybe that you've come to the end of relationships, you've had a lot of arguments, and naturally some relationships come to an end, and the narcissist can't bear the end of a relationship because they appear to be in some way blame. They think that people will blame them, that people think therefore they're not perfect, and so they will do anything they can to prevent the end of that relationship, or make sure that you are to blame for it. So if they're trying to prevent the end of a relationship, they will take something that you may have said. So you've been polite at the end of a relationship. They might say to you, look, do you still love me? And you don't want to be cruel, so you might say, yes, of course I still love you, but we don't work, so I think it's best if we go our separate ways. Thinking, that's it, that will get out, and it's done, and you think you're doing the right thing. They will take that, you saying that you still love them, and in their head, it's like they replay that, they still love me, they still love me, they still love me. They will then go on to do all these other behaviours based on the fact that they think you still love them. So say you've ended the relationship, but you've told them as you're leaving that you still love them because you thought you were being polite, but you then meet someone else. To the narcissist, you're still in a relationship with them because you said you still love them. So therefore you're in a relationship with them. So you seeing this new person is you cheating. So they will then be incredibly angry and they'll want to know, and they'll be, well, who is this person? Ask all these questions, make it really difficult for you. So you may try and hide this. You may decide, or that relationship might not work out, you get into another relationship, you learn and you think, right, I'm going to keep this one a secret. I'm not going to tell them because of the way they reacted last time, so I'll just keep it to myself. But because the narcissist still thinks you love them and that you're still in a relationship, they may get wind that there's someone new, or they may even still start asking questions like, well, can you come round? Can you do this? And as you say no, then they say, well, why can't you come round? Are you seeing someone else? And you say, no, I'm not seeing anyone else. Well, you can come round then, can't you? And they will just twist everything. But it gets to the point where you then get punished, because when you get caught up in the lie that you told, that you're not seeing someone else, you did it for the best of reasons, yet they will then, when they find out the truth that you are seeing someone else, they will then say that you're awful, you've cheated on them. They will have told everyone that you said that you want to get back together with them, you've told them that you still love them and that you're working on your relationship. So everyone thinks you're a right dirtbag for seeing someone else and leading them on. So they've twisted what you did meaning the best of intention, but they twist it so that you end up looking like the bad guy and they end up looking like the victim, which is exactly what they want. And it's all to protect that fragile sense of self, all to protect anyone from thinking there might be something wrong with them. The reason you split up might be something to do with them. When actually, in normal relationships, they break up because most of the time we're equally at fault. It may be that one person is more at fault, but we all bring something to the table. We're not perfect, we make mistakes, and we may not be compatible, and that's okay. You go on, you recover, you learn, you meet someone who you're more compatible with. But narcissists can't do that. The narcissist can never take any responsibility, so it always has to be you. So they will twist the truth. They twist the truth of your relationship to fit their own narrative. And their own narrative is that they're great, you're the problem, and they're the victim, or equally the hero if they can twist it to play that. So how do you protect yourself? Ideally, no contact. It's very hard when you've got children though, and you may, when you've recovered from the narcissist relationship, you may want a new relationship. So how do you have a new relationship when there's kids involved? Because the kids will go back and they will talk, or it may be in a lot of cases, and videos I've done on parental alienation discuss this, it may be at this point that the parental alienation starts. They don't want someone else involved. They are going to punish you for moving on by stopping you from seeing the kids. And so how do you do that? Well, the truth is it's incredibly hard, but you need to get all your pieces in place. Get support around you. Know that this potentially is coming. Get the right legal team behind you. Get the right therapeutic support, and make sure that you have everything in place ready so that you're not hiding anything, but you're not oversharing either. You just talk about the kids. Only things that are relevant to the children. And like I say, make sure you've got all your pieces in place ready, and choose the right person, because it's really hard. It's really hard watching someone be still abused by the narcissist, because you want to dive in. They're going to want to rescue you. They're going to want to stop the narcissist from doing what they do. They're going to want to change their behaviour, and they can't. It's not their role to do that, and that's going to be really hard for them. So make sure you have a really supportive new partner who gets it. Give them as much education as you can around what you've been through, what might happen, and get through it together, but you be the one that deals with them. Don't let the new person get involved, because it will just ramp it up. The narcissist will not cope with that, and it's not fair on the new person for them to become abused by proxy, because it's bad enough that you and the kids are going to do that. So make sure that you, like I say, you have a good discussion with the new partner, explain what's going on, educate them as much as possible, but also get as many people on your side understanding what's going on. Get the right therapeutic support for you. And I wish you the best of luck. It's not going to be easy, but it is possible. And just be aware, being aware that they're going to twist it. Everything you say is going to get twisted to fit their narrative. Once you know what their narrative is, you can be more conscious of that. And it's not difficult to figure that out. If you'd like any support, please do head over to Facebook, where just search for The Nurturing Coach. Give us a like on there, and you can have daily insights available from that page as well. Great to hear from you. Please do like, comment and share, and don't forget to click that subscribe button. It really does help. Many thanks for watching. Speak to you again soon. Bye bye.